Yo, what is good, everybody? Let's go ahead and talk about these. Today we have Jordan 11 Cherries is what we're going to call them, but that says Varsity Red. So you can call them the Varsity Red 11s or the Cherry 11s. Back in my day, there were really no nicknames. They would be just called the White and Red 11s probably. So these are from Kicks for Days, and Kicks for Days is probably my favorite gifter of all time. They don't have the widest selection, and they're working on that, but every time they send me something, it's hard for me to review it because it's so good. And we're gonna just go through the details really slowly in slow-mo. If you need to run some of this stuff back, just run it back and hit pause. But with Kicks for Days, they really value quality craftsmanship over just selling a bunch of sneakers. I mean, of course they love to sell sneakers. I don't really know how they do that, but when I get a sneaker from them, I'm just like, man, what is there really to say? Like, this is such an amazing early look for this sneaker, and I'm sure this is going to be the Christmas pair. I've also seen an all blue pair of these, which I really didn't like. I don't like when they start going crazy with all these colorways. Like, it's cool, but I just don't need them all. And this color is very interesting because back in the day, this was like the number one bootleg color, like a white and red especially. I don't think it had like that red back, but they made so many variations of these. I knew a couple friends that had them, and they wore them like they were legit and didn't even care. And I was like, okay, you can do you. But what would usually happen is they'd wear them out and then they'd pass them along and people would just play basketball in them. But here we are, 2022. We got the Cherry 11s, white and red 11s, and they look good. I'm not sure if that toe box is supposed to be frosted to where you cannot see the red underneath that. I've seen it like that, but for me, it really doesn't matter. These, I don't want to start using 10 out of 10 and perfect, but man, what else can you really say about this pair? Like, if there are some flaws, I don't really see them. And here's what I mean about that part on the toe. Like, you see how the one on the left is like all frosted and the other one's clear? That's what I meant about that. And that was the last time I actually reviewed an 11. That was way back. Yeah, that was about like last Halloween. But anyway, these are amazing. Like, I wasn't too excited about them because I knew there was going to be a whole bunch of batches. I knew there was going to be a whole bunch of pairs pre the official release date. And, you know, I'm here for it. I didn't want the earliest batch, but Kicks for Days was like, hey, you want ours out of our factory? I was like, yep. You don't got to ask me twice. And, I mean, just, I'm trying to find something wrong with the sneaker, and I just don't know if that's going to happen. I just don't know. These, without a doubt, they do include the polyurethane insoles I'm always talking about. The 11s always get them. A lot of sneakers don't. 4s get them sometimes. 5s get them sometimes. So I don't really know their methodology for it. I'm sure it's a factory thing, a demand thing. But as far as wearing these things, man, I was thinking they'd be a bit too much, but nah, they're not at all. This is kind of, this is my bag right here. I'm an 11 dude. These are just like the Concords, just red, my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I love them. I can't lie. I'd love them. Even doing this black light, I kind of feel like I'm wasting my time because we're not going to find nothing. I'm just doing it as a formality. If something did show up, I'd be shocked because they black light their sneakers before they send them to me. And they actually I repeat, they've never sent me a sneaker with any leading lines or markings on. All that purple stuff you're seeing on the midsole, that's just part of the process, how they clean them up after they put them all together. But as far as like something standing out under a black light, no, never. They just never have sent me anything like that. So shout out to Kicks for Days for doing that. Follow them on IG. Follow me on IG. We'll keep it pushing on to the next one, guys. Peace out. Oh God, that was terrible.